Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me once again. This is your host, Derek Lane, another edition of The Fast Lane, your podcast for success. I appreciate all of the listenership and the folks that have emailed me and have questions. Thanks again. Hey, listen, let's jump into this. Let's talk about expectations. What are expectations? How does it affect me in my daily life, on my path to success, my journey in this world? So I wanted to say that I read somewhere, and I forget who it was, that just the ability to wake up every morning and to expect the best things out of life, to expect a good day, to expect that success and the things that you've been working for are going to come to fruition. They're going to come to you because you expect it to, because you put your subconscious mind to work and you put all of the energy and emotions into play and you expect it. And now let's talk about what I consider to be the opposite of expectations, and that is doubt. When that little seed of doubt is in your brain, it's in your mind, and even though you hope, you wish, you want, but you still have that doubt, that kind of offsets all of your expectations. Because you haven't done something, you haven't achieved it. Is it natural to feel doubt that I can do it, that the success path that I'm looking for is in front of me because I haven't been there before? But that's the beauty of it. That's what success is about, reaching things, striving for things. If you continue to enjoy the same success, which is okay, it's good, but without stretching and going forward and moving forward, how much success are you really experiencing? Because a successful marriage is to continue to put in, not take it for granted. A successful business is to continue to put in and not take it for granted. Being a successful member of your community is continually putting in and not taking it for granted. Looking back and appreciating the things that we've done while working toward new things. Okay? So, of course, doubt can be a little factor if you allow it to. So that's why I'm saying learn to expect the best outcome and to squelch, get rid of that doubt. Just know that it's not you. It's not who you are. Does expectations make things happen? Well, I can't say that they actually do, but I can tell you without a certain amount of expectations, I don't think they will. So I think it's good to expect the best things for yourself. Will there be setbacks and letdowns? There always is in life. That's life. Life is jumping into a boxing ring and duking it out all the time. You'll get knocked down. We all do. But you get back up and you keep fighting. You win a round. You win 2 rounds. You win 3 rounds. Whatever it takes. You win at life. And that's by getting up after getting knocked down. And expecting to get up. And expecting to continue to go, to get hungrier, to thrive, to want to do more, to leave your mark on this planet just a little bit better than it was before you were here, and the things that you've proven you can do. When things wear thin in your life, it's time to reevaluate. When you continue to experience the same things because they were great once, but now it's the run-of-the-mill, it's the mundane, it's time to reevaluate. It's time to look for new things in life. And that's what I'm getting to, the expectations. The expectations of attempting new things so you can move forward and propel yourself. Perpetual motion. Got it. Whew, boy, that was a tough one. There's no such thing as perpetual motion. Well, I disagree. I think that your mind and your subconscious mind, your journey is perpetual motion. I think that you move forward because your thoughts move you forward. Okay? So just remember, expectations are real. The power of the subconscious mind puts into play our outcome. Otherwise, there would be no need for a goal list. There would be no need to set goals if we didn't have proper expectations. And when I say proper expectations, that is it. Okay, if I'm a 90-pound weakling, I don't expect to bench press 400 pounds. Proper expectations. Okay? You set the bar with whatever you're just a little bit more than you're used to doing until it becomes what you're used to doing. The same as with goals, okay? The expectations, they can't be unbelievable. They have to be believable. You're belief system has to accept. You have to lay the groundwork for your belief system. You have to lay the groundwork for your belief system to put into play the things that you're going to strive to do. And then your expectations, you expect to win. You expect to propel yourself. And let's talk about expectations of others. I think that you're putting energies into the wrong place if you expect to change others. Oh, you can mentor others and help others along the way, but it's only until they get it that they can change, move, grow forward. You're there as a mentor, but if you expect that all you have to do is to will them to change, it's not going to happen. You can will yourself to change, but you can't will others to change. So, as I said, expectations, we have letdowns. That's natural. That's part of life, okay? It's going to happen. But you have to look at it as that letdown is an opportunity to see the expectation through. Maybe not right now, but at a later time. See, expectations is a big picture, okay? A letdown is just a way to reroute that expectation for you. Experts expect your lunch order to be tasty, and then it's not. Well, that's a letdown. Expect your date to go well, and it doesn't. That's a letdown. Expect when you shave, it's going to be smooth, and it's not. It's a letdown. But the expectations are there for, to get good service, to get good food, to, have fun with friends, to have the simple pleasures in life as a smooth shave. Overall, the big picture is that we can do this. You realign, you readjust, you reroute things to be able to accomplish that expectancy. Again, expectations are a part of the bigger picture. Realize that letdowns are just there to drive you to the higher expectations. Expectations is a function of the law of attraction. We know that. However, it must be accepted mentally, not just wished upon. We must accept expectations as if it's almost already happened. It's a foregone conclusion. And you say, well, that is setting myself up for a letdown. No, again, remember, this is part of the big picture. Expectations overall. You can have little setbacks here, there, and the other. It's going to happen. I expect that to happen, but I expect the greater things to happen as well. So when you expect letdowns, small letdowns, in the greater scheme of achieving the greater expectations of accomplishments, that's the big picture. That's why you must develop a clear sense of who you are and your belief system. And you have to work on your belief system. You have to have your subconscious mind understand that just because you haven't done something doesn't mean you can't do something. You got to educate your system, anticipate your desired outcomes over and over. Remember a couple of podcasts back, I talked about mantras over and over and self-talk and how we have to continually tell ourselves that we are this, we are that, we do this, we have that. We continually do it over and over, and that's the way to make it your subconscious accept it. You accept the fact that you have, be, and do certain things, and that's when expectations take over. Just make sure that it's real. Just make sure that, again, like I said, if you're a 90-pound weakling, you're not going to bench press 400 pounds. It's just not going to happen. Also remember that people in reality appear based on our thinking, based on your thinking. The proverb says that the teacher will appear when the student is ready. You can see the same signs over and over and over and not get it. And until you're ready that you see that sign you've seen 100 times before, and it suddenly clicks. I get it. That's a part of being aware, being woke. I know that's a millennial term now, but that's okay. I like it. Being woke, understanding. See, if you have a desire, let's say that your desire is for a new car. You want, I don't know, whatever it is. You want a black Audi A6, whatever it is. I don't know. Let's just say that you dig that car. That's, you've got your goal set to buy a new one. You know what you're going to start to see now? Every time you go out and drive, you're going to see a black Audi. You're going to see that A6 because it's in the forefront of your consciousness. When before you may not have noticed it. And that's what I'm talking about. Once you put things in the forefront of your consciousness, you start to become aware of them. You start to notice them. So driving success home is becoming aware of the success. Having a plan. And one of the cheesiest, but I love it, sayings is that failure to plan is a plan to fail. I truly believe that. You have to have a plan. You have to have a plan. You have to have expectations. You have to have an open belief system that it can be achieved, that you can achieve it, and that you are deserving of that success. See, there's people in life that either A, don't strive for anything more than they've got, and they continue to be negative and cast blame upon everything and everybody else around them for their shortcomings, or B, they don't feel worthy. That's not me. That's not who I am. Or B, C, rather, they haven't. They keep trying. They feel it, but they just haven't got there. They just haven't got there. And that's the structure and the complete belief system. It's the awareness. It's the small little microcosm things that are just eluding them, that are not allowing them to get the overall big picture. But I want to read you that statement again that I made, that people and reality appear based on our thinking. We do create in our world the situations, good and bad, that happen and surround us. No, it's up to you to figure out what causes that. It's up to you to determine when things go right, what did I do? What was my thinking like? What was my mindset like when I had that happen to me? When things go good, when things go bad. Understand what your mindset is. And then that way you can always trigger the good things. You can ride high on the high expectations and high outcome results and minimize and lower those valleys of setbacks and learning lessons. So one of the most famous quotes ever is that once I learned to quit expecting, I discovered that I would never be let down. Don't buy into that. That is a cynical way to look at life. I expect good things. I expect good things from others. And again, I said I can't control them. But in my world around me, I expect to surround myself with positive people. I expect good things to happen. I know that it's not going to 100% of the time, but I know in the big picture, if I continue to expect it, I'm gonna see it. It's gonna come to fruition. It's gonna materialize. Always expect the best out of people, and always expect the best out of yourself, because you can't control others, but you can control you. And you have to control your thoughts. You have to control your belief system. You have to control your mantra. You have to control you. You are you. And you move forward, and you enjoy life. You enjoy happiness, peacefulness, blissfulness, success, love, all of the things that makes your world great. This is what we're doing. Expect it, no less. Accept no less. What's the I forget the movie, but where the guy says, "Gentlemen, failure is not an option." Brilliant. Failure is not an option. Go out there and kick butt. Continuously. Do it time in, time out, over. Okay, we've talked a little bit about expectations. We talked about your need to grow, your belief system. We're going to leave it at that. I don't want to make these things too lengthy. Food for thought, things for you to consider, things for your mind to dwell upon to become better and better and better. Share and like this podcast with people that you believe will get some benefit from it, even if it's just a little bit. Share and like. Tell somebody about it. Hey, send it to them. Just send them the podcast and tell them, hey, listen to it. I think you might like it. And I appreciate when you do that. And I've had people do that and tell me that, hey, someone sent me this and I listened to it and I appreciate it. And I love that. You can reach me through the email, Derek@FastlanePodcast.com. Derek@FastlanePodcast.com. Go ahead, shoot me an email. Give me some feedback, positive feedback. That's all we do. We deal in positives here. And I appreciate your listenership once again. And I know that your week's going to be a great week. And we will have another discussion next week. Thanks, guys, so much for joining me, and I appreciate you.